Well, there's three main kinds of fraud that we typically see taking place. Unfortunately, a common one is person to person, where a citizen downtown, perhaps in the area of a bank, will be approached by somebody in the street. That person may claim to be in a difficult situation. They'll ask for help. They'll produce a check and ask the person to cash it in their bank for them by depositing it in an Interact machine, and then ask that they receive the cash back. It's only days after that the person who cashed the check finds out that the check is a fraudulent check and the person may be out the money. That can be a common fraud that we see from time to time. Another constant fraud that we receive reports of is telephone frauds, where a person may telephone an individual and claim to be a family member. They may claim to be the grandchild of an elderly or vulnerable person. They'll again say they're in dire straits. They'll ask for help, that money be wired to them. That fraud is something that we receive reports of on an ongoing basis. And technology also plays a role in frauds today. Unfortunately, many people are contacted via social media or emails by people who are trying to collect financial information, bank card information, credit card information. This time of the year, the Canada Tax fraud is a common one, where people receive telephone calls or emails from somebody claiming to be from the Canada Revenue Agency, demanding payment for unpaid taxes from previous years. So my advice to people is always be on your guard. Don't ever agree to cash a check for a stranger. You know, that might be common sense. Other things though, if someone is contacting you over the telephone or online, if they're asking for you to wire money, especially if they're asking for you to send money in the form of gift cards, be suspicious. Ask questions, hang up the phone, don't respond to emails, and call the police. One other piece of advice I'd like to ask of your viewers, Pam, is that you talk to any vulnerable person in your life. And that could be a senior who may not be savvy and aware of some of the scams that are taking place online, through telephone or social media, but it could also be to younger people in your life. Teenagers, college, university students that are away from home for the first time, may not be used to dealing with some of the telephone calls or emails that have traditionally been received by their parents over the years. So anybody who's vulnerable and susceptible around you, speak to them about the perils of fraud taking place in society today.